Hello everyone, I am Balasubramanyan Sharma working as a research associate in the Center for Climate Change, Environmental Management and Policy Research Institute, Bengaluru. My talk is on the diversity of woody species in the permanent preservation plot established at the Disturbed Reserve Forest in Dorsanepadia, Bengaluru. Preservation plots have been recognized as robust approaches for determining detailed long-term changes in forests. Research studies in forests for diversity and dynamics is an important aspect of establishment of PPPs. MP has established 3 1-hectare permanent preservation plots, 2 at Bannerghatta National Park and 1 at Dorsanepadia Reserve Forest. These plots have been established as per the Center for Tropical Forest Science Protocol and is part of the DST project establishment of PPPs at BNP and DRF to assess the impact of climate change. This presentation is on the plant diversity in the 1-hectare PPP established at DRF, which was earlier part of Bannerghatta National Park. Our objectives in this study are to undertake the census and biometrics of all trees, shrubs and lianas that are above 1 cm in diameter, to plot the spatial distribution of all tagged plants in each of the subplots using X and Y coordinates, to do the recensus, that is the GERT remeasurements, mortality of tagged individuals and recruitment of new plants after a period of 2 years. This slide shows the instruments that have been used for the census and the recensus. The methodology followed is as per the Center for Tropical Forest Science Protocol. This involves survey and plot selection, gridding and laying of plots, census, spatial mapping of tagged individuals and a recensus. I will describe each one in the later slides. The first step is the survey and selection of location. Bannerghatta National Park has a unique habitat and occurs in the Eastern Ghats. It is an important corridor for the movement of elephants. We surveyed BNP and DRF for selecting sites based on the type of vegetation. 2 locations were selected in BNP and 1 in DRF. DRF was once part of BNP and now forms a separate entity in Bangalore city and forms an important site in climate change studies. As you can see in the slide, the location of the 1-hectare PPP at Dorsanepadia is surrounded by the concrete jungle. The second step in the methodology is laying of the 1-hectare plot in the selected locality. Due to the undulating nature of the locality, it is necessary to do a slope correction while plotting. This can be done by theodolite survey, where the 100 meter into 100 meter plot is divided into 20 meter into 20 meter subplots, taking slope correction into account. This way, 25 subplots are gridded and marker stones are laid in each corner of the subplots. The GPS points are noted for the 4 corners of the 1-hectare plots. The stones are painted for better visibility. After the boundary stones are laid, the census is started with identifying woody species that are more than 1 cm in diameter. The plants are tagged with aluminum tags with unique numbers. An aluminum wire at nail is used for tying the tag to the plant. The girth is measured using a dial caliper and a measuring tape. The height of the tagged plant is also measured manually using the naked eyes. The identified tagged plants are noted down in the field, which will later be entered in a database. During the tagging of the plants, the X and Y coordinates of each tagged plant is noted down. This X and Y coordinates are used for spatial mapping of the tagged plants in the plot. This slide shows the spatial mapping done at Dorsanepadia Reserve Forest. We'll come to the next slide, that is the results and discussion part. A total of 2087 individuals were tagged, which belong to 45 species occurring in 20 families. The trees accounted for 76%, the shrubs 10% and climbers 13%. The top 3 dominant species were Santalum album, Shoria roxburgii and Zizipus uniplia. Santalum album accounts for 37% of the total. When we take a look at the family-wise distribution of species, the family Leguminosae has most number of species with around 12 species. Out of the 12, some of them are invasive. As was seen earlier, there are around 45 species belonging to 20 botanical families. These 45 species also harbor 10 species of invasive as well as exotic species. 3 species are invasive, the other 7 are exotic. The X and Y measurements that were taken earlier are spatially mapped using the software Excel. The spatial distribution of all the tagged individuals is as shown in this slide. The spatial distribution of the dominant species of trees, shrubs and lianas is as shown in this slide. The dominant species shown here are all aggregated based on the variance to mean ratio. The next slide consists of the size class distribution of all the tagged individuals in the plot, which shows a typical inverted J shape, implying a good regeneration in this plot. Most of the individuals occur in the 1 to 4.99 cm size class. The basal area of all the individuals are nearly similar in all the size classes. The size class distribution of the dominant species is shown in the slide. In the case of Santalum album, 98.5% of the individuals occur in the 1 to 4.99 cm size class. In the case of Shoria roxburghi, nearly 35.5% of the individuals occur in the 10 to 14.99 size class. In the case of Dendrochromis and Ziziphus inoplea, most of the individuals are in the 1 to 4.99 cm size class. Species accumulation curves are usually done and measures the rate of accumulation of different species as area sample is increased. The species accumulation curve nearly reached its asymptote in this disturbed forest. That is, fewer species will be found by increasing the number of sampling plots. The top 10 species with their IVIs are shown in this slide. Santalum album, Eucalyptus teraticonus, Shoria roxburghi occupy the top 3 with highest IVI values, implying the well representation of these in the plot. The top 10 families with the family importance value is as shown in this slide. Leguminosae has the highest FIV and is dominating this plot. The statistical analysis of the data was done using paleontological statistics software. The Shannon index is 2.26, having a moderate diversity. The dominance value is 0.18696, implying that the plot is dominated by one or more species. And here the evenness is low with higher dominance. The Snapade permanent preservation plot has 2087 individuals represented by 45 species. The size class distribution of individuals shows a typical inverted J-shaped curve, suggesting the presence of a large number of degenerating individuals. 78% of individuals occur in size class 1 to 5 cm that accounted for only 13% of the basal area. The basal area of individuals is nearly similar in most of the size classes. The IVI of Santalum album, Shoria roxburghi and Eucalyptus teraticonus is high, implying the well representation of these in the plot. A dominance value of 0.18 indicates that one or more species dominate the plot. Shannon diversity value of 2.26 shows a moderate sample